All right, it is me, Slim Fast, and we are broadcasting live from Jeremy's hotel room at South by Southwest, and I'm here with Van from Catfish and the Bottlemen. How are you,
mate,
man?
I'm very
it's good to
good,
see
mate.
you. I feel like you're probably getting sick of me.
Mate, no, I love coming up to your hotel room, you know that.
I feel all right, that's a little weird. No, I feel like, so we saw you last night. Well, we saw you in Kansas City.
Yeah.
That was only a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
At the Record Bar. Amazing show,
mate,
by the
thank
way.
you very much.
It was just
night.
great. And you're such a, Laszlo and I were talking about this last night, you're such a genuinely nice guy.
Thanks,
now,
mate.
you may just be the greatest salesman ever and you're not genuinely nice, but you know, there's a lot of people you can tell they're being nice and you know, it's a business and they're perfectly fine. But I genuinely like you.
Mate, thank you, mate.
I hope you like me too,
like
but
you.
even if you don't like me, I genuinely like you.
It was like, I always say to Laszlo and you guys, like Kansas City was the first place that really ever took us in America, first place to sell out, first place to really give us our like first ever radio kind of platform, so...
Yeah, I actually heard that you were. I heard that you were doing an interview with the radio station yesterday.
Yeah.
And that you mentioned Laszlo and the Buzz about being the first adopters
Listen
of the
longer.
song.
Yours is the only slogan I ever remember because there's so many numbers. Like, on the
right. So listen longer helps.
Yeah, I always remember. I always say, you know, when I tweet Laszlo, I'm always like, Laszlo, listen longer. Hashtag that he loves it. Hashtag he retweets it. If I put listen longer in. So.
Well, so last night, this is my first South by. Jeremy's done it before. Laszlo's done it before. But we start walking around last night, and you know we've got passes.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really do you a ton of good because all these places are at capacity.
Yeah.
So we were walking back and we were trying to see, you know, there's a band from Kansas City that we were kind of hanging out with. They couldn't even escort us into the show.
Really?
So eventually Laszlo says, well, at midnight,
Yeah.
Van's going to go on. Catfish and the Bottlemen go on at midnight.
Yeah.
So we should just go up there because he's like, I ran into his manager in the hotel lobby today. He's like, I just feel like, you know, hopefully they can get us in there. We walk up, you guys are hanging out back, and everybody that you work with, you're just surrounded by great people, super nice people, and you put us on a list or something. The list didn't work. The lady at the front said, there is no list. And we're like, we literally just watched him put us on the list. So, I mean, really, we're just getting turned away. So we go through the back door there behind the stage, and he starts, one of your guys starts ushering people in.
Yeah.
Well, then the guy at the back door says, we're cut off.
Oh,
no
really?
more. You can't have anyone else. And our producer here, Spencer, had been walking around trying to find a way to get in, seeing if we were on the list, seeing if his badge would work to get us in. So now we're in, but he's stuck.
Right.
So I don't know if you heard what happened after this.
No.
And I hope I don't get him in trouble. But what's the guy's name you work with? Looks like Morrissey.
Neil.
Yeah. So Neil goes to the back door and he sees the stage manager back there. He's like, I got to get this guy in. He points to Snowcone, our producer here.
Yeah.
He's like, I got to get this guy in. He says, no, I told you we're at capacity.
Yeah.
He said, you don't understand. He's with Catfish and the Bottlemen. We got to get him in.
Yeah.
And he says, look, man, I'm sorry, but I'm at capacity. I already told you I'm not letting anybody else in here. And he said, fine, then the band's not going to go on.
Right.
That's what he said. And so he's like, all right, fine, one more, and let him in. So talk about the opposite of how everyone else around you, you're just getting turned away, and then leave it to you guys to just be
Mate, that's the drill.
awesome.
Like, we don't, you know, like I said to you guys, you know, like Steve Lamacq was there from BBC Six, and he gave us our first ever play on the radio when I was 16, and I was like, mate, if I have to walk out with you on my shoulders, you're getting in this room tonight. Do you know what I mean? Because they were trying not to let him in. I was like, this guy gives our first ever English radio play.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's coming in. He's more essential to me than a guitar is. You know what I mean?
Wow. You're loyal.
Yeah, mate. Big time. Yeah. Like I said, like, yeah, we're genuinely blown away by it. Like, we've never had this. That's the thing. Like, because I met I met some friends a couple of days ago when they first met me 7 months ago when I first met them. Like, because I'm old fashioned. Like, I kiss a girl's hand when I meet them and stuff like that. You know, like every now and again, and like I did that to her, and she was like saying, I thought you were like constantly on mad drugs, like you're off your head all the time.
Because you're just nice.
Yeah, but you like, and you don't really meet that many people who like really care, but it's changed our lives. You know what I mean? Coming out here and playing on the radio for you guys and selling out Kansas City, and that might be small to some people, but like, you know, it's like only a little bar, isn't it? Records bar, but we love it. It's great. So like, yeah, we are blown away, and like, yeah, we meant that. I said so when you came up, I was like, don't worry about you getting it. It was like, it was like Laszlo all in white. You could walk in and stand the Messiah.
Exactly.
You could just part the ways.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, thanks again.
Mate, you're very welcome. Thanks for coming, mate.
Yeah. Well, again, talking to Van from Catfish and the Bottlemen, and let's talk about. You're talking about selling out shows.
Yeah.
We were talking about this a little bit last night, but you've been on the road a lot. Lately.
Crazy.
But you're starting to see now the fruits of your labor in the United States, and things are going good, right? From what I'm hearing, you're selling out all over the place.
Mate, every gig's been sold out. Like, when you think about it, for the last 2 years, pretty much. Like, it's this whole tour now. We've been here for 6 weeks, and I think how many shows done down? Like 30.
They've been more than that, yeah, about 38.
38, all sold out. Then go back to England, have a day off, and then we've got a month's worth of tour sold out. Then we do the same in Australia and Tokyo, and like that's what I mean. That's why all these people mean so much to us, because they've changed our lives. You know, like it's not, you can't just walk in with your shades on and your leather jacket and go, yeah, all right, mate, yeah, thank you, I remember you back in the day. It's like you've blown my door open. You know, what I mean? It's amazing for us. So yeah, we're proper blown away. In America, it took us 7 years to get this kind of respect in England. You know, like you have to, and I guess because we already have a reputation in England, it helps coming over to America because they can. People pick up on it over on the internet and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I think people have just taken us in over here. You know, like straight away they've, you know, they people queue outside the venues at 11 o'clock in the morning just to have a photo with us. And we're like, are you crazy?
That's got to be a good feeling, though.
Yeah, it's amazing. But you see what it's like in Kansas, snowing and like people outside shivering just to go, Van, I heard you real. I've brought you some like tea. They bring me tea just because they heard I've got a sore throat, and like
amazing.
You know, it's lovely, man. It's dead nice when people are like that for you. So. Yeah, mate, it blows me away. I'm so blown away.
Well, this is just the beginning. Yeah, I mean, you know, I feel like this is just the beginning. The record. Who doesn't like the record? Do we work with anyone who doesn't love the record? I mean, everybody loves the record. It's just phenomenal, and it's so exciting to see this because I just think you're going to be one of the biggest rock stars in the world. And you know, one of the interesting things is you came in. We have a lot of bands. Jeremy has bands come in all the time to do acoustic performances in the studio. And you came in what was it, last summer or 8 months ago and did some songs acoustically. And we had people texting in and calling in saying, "Who was that?" And those songs that you performed in studio that day turned a lot of people on who'd maybe even they'd already heard the song on the radio, and I don't know if they just hadn't thought about it one way or another, and they heard you in the studio and they're like, I need to listen to that album. And we still get requests for those. It's to this day, it's the greatest in-studio performance.
Thank you very much. I remember playing it, and I remember seeing Laszlo was like tearing up.
Oh, it was amazing.
And he's quite a macho guy, Laszlo. You know what I mean?
It was really, truly amazing.
Thank you very much. It was, mate, that's mad. That's mad. I keep getting told stuff like this. Like when we go into stations, people saying like the most requested thing, and when there's a competition, nobody's not as. They said I went to some station the other week. Where was it? Where was that? Was it Chicago, Dan, I think?
Which one?
We did this when I lost my voice. We played like a TV show in Chicago, and they said, other than Foo Fighters, our band was the most requested for a competition, and they'd have like Green Day in there and all kinds of stuff, big bands, you know what I mean? And like we were just like mind blowing, like the fact that many people care about us, you know, it's crazy. You've got a lot to keep up now. But that album I've been playing that you's like. Wait to hear the next one, man. They're the B-sides compared to this new stuff, I promise you. I believe you. I really believe this is just the beginning, and all the success is well earned, man. You've earned it. Mate, I love it. These are great.
I really do feel like you're a friend of the city and a friend of the station, and mate, we love you, so don't forget about us.
Anytime you need me, any kind of thing, you know I'm there.
All right, Van, Catfish and the Bottlemen, thanks. I would tell people to download the record, but everybody in Kansas City already has. So thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Absolute pleasure. Thank you.
All right.
Cheers, mate.
We'll be back
so much
from Jeremy's room in a little bit. I think we've got